Hello. So, for my next YouTube thing, I decided I would read 50 Shades of Grey. Because I tried to read this book before, but it was so terrible that I kept having out-of-body experiences just to get away from it. So now, since the movie just came out, I thought I would read this Twilight fanfic to you, and we could suffer together. So, Chapter 1. I scowl with frustration at myself in the mirror. Damn my hair. It just won't behave. And damn, Catherine Kavanagh? I'm just gonna say Kavanagh. For being ill and subjecting me to this ordeal. I should be studying for my final exams, which are next week. Yet here I am, trying to brush my hair into submission. Foreshadowing. I must not sleep with it wet. I must not sleep with it wet. Reciting this mantra several times. My enunciation, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be reading anything. I attempt once more to bring it under control with a brush. I roll my eyes in exasperation and gaze at the pale brown-haired girl with blue eyes too big for her face, staring back at me, and give up. My only option is to restrain my wayward hair in a ponytail and hope that I look semi-presentable. Kate is my roommate, and she has chosen today of all days to succumb to the flu. Therefore, she cannot attend the interview she'd arranged to do with some mega-industrialist tycoon I've never heard of for the student newspaper. So, I've been volunteered. I have final exams to cram for and one essay to finish, and I'm supposed to be working this afternoon. But no, today I have to drive 165 miles to downtown Seattle in order to meet the enigmatic CEO of Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. As an exceptional entrepreneur and major benefactor of our university, his time is extraordinarily precious, much more precious than mine, but he has granted Kate an interview. A real coup, she tells me. Damn her extracurricular activities. Kate is huddled on the couch in the living room. Anna, I'm sorry it took me 9 months to get this interview. It'll take another 6 to reschedule. We'll both have graduated by then. As the editor, I can't blow this off. Please. Kate begs me in her rasping, sore throat voice. How does she do it? Even ill, she looks, I don't know what that word is, and gorgeous. Strawberry blonde hair in place and green eyes bright, although now red-rimmed and runny. I ignore my pang of unwelcome sympathy.
Of course I'll go, Kate. You should get back to bed. Would you like some NyQuil or Tylenol?
NyQuil, please. Here are the questions in my digital recorder. Just press record and make notes. My fucking dogs. You hear my dogs? Make notes and I'll transcribe all of it.
I know nothing about him,
I murmur, trying and failing to suppress my rising panic. The questions will see you through. Go, it's a long drive. I don't want you to be late.
Okay, I'm going. Get back to bed. I made you some soup to heat up later.
I stare at her fondly. Only for you, Kate, would I do this. Well, good luck. Thanks, Anna. You're my lifesaver. Gathering my backpack, I smile wryly at her, then head out the door to the car. I cannot believe I have let Kate talk me into this, but then Kate Kate can talk anyone into anything. She'll make an exceptional journalist. She's articulate, strong, persuasive, argumentative, beautiful. She's my dearest, dearest friend. The roads are clear as I set off from Vancouver, Washington, toward Interstate 5. It's early, and I don't have to be in Seattle until 2 this afternoon. Fortunately, Kate has lent me her sporty Mercedes CLK. I'm not sure Wanda, my old VW Beetle, would make the journey in time. Oh, the Merc is a fun drive, and the miles slip away as I hit the pedal to the metal. My destination is the headquarters of Mr. Gray's global enterprise. It's a huge 20-story office building, all curved glass and steel, and architects' word fantasy, with Gray House written discreetly in steel over the glass front doors. It's 1:45 when I arrive, greatly relieved that I'm not late as I walk into the enormous and frankly intimidating glass, steel, and white sandstone lobby. Behind the solid sandstone desk, a very attractive, groomed, blonde young woman smiles pleasantly at me. She's wearing the sharpest charcoal suit jacket and white shirt I've ever seen. She looks immaculate.
I'm here to see Mr. Gray. Anastasia Steele for Catherine Kavanagh.
Excuse me one moment, Miss Steele.
She arches her eyebrow as I stand self-consciously before her. I'm beginning to wish I'd borrowed one of Kate's formal blazers rather than worn my navy blue jacket. I've made an effort and worn my one and only skirt, my sensible brown knee-length boots, and my blue sweater. For me, this is smart. I tuck one of the escaped tendrils of my hair behind my ears as I pretend she doesn't intimidate me.
Miss Kavanagh, as expected, please sign in here, Miss Steele. You'll want the last elevator on the right. Press for the 20th floor.
She smiles kindly at me, amused, no doubt, as I sign in. She hands me a security pass that has visitor very firmly stamped on the front. I can't help my smirk. Surely it's obvious that I'm just visiting. I don't fit in here at all. Nothing changes, I inwardly sigh. Thanking her, I walk over to the bank of elevators and past the two security men who are both far more smartly dressed than I am in their well-cut black suits. The elevator whisks me at terminal velocity to the 20th floor. The doors slide open, and I'm in another large lobby. Again, all glass, steel, and white sandstone. I'm confronted by another desk of sandstone and another young blonde woman, this time dressed impeccably in black and white, who rises to greet me. Rises.
Miss Steele, could you wait here, please?
They're all going to have the same voice because I've decided that they're all androids. She points to a seated area of white leather chairs. Behind the leather chairs is a spacious, glass-walled meeting room with an equally spacious, dark wood table and at least 20 matching chairs around it. Beyond that, there's a floor-to-ceiling window with a view of the Seattle skyline that looks out through the city toward the Sound. It's a stunning vista, and I'm momentarily paralyzed by the view. Whoa. I sit down, fish the questions from my backpack, and go through them, inwardly cursing Kate for not providing me with a brief biography. I know nothing about this man I'm about to interview. He could be 90 or he could be 30. The uncertainty is galling and my nerves resurface, making me fidget. I've never been comfortable with one-on-one interviews, preferring the anonymity. You know, I can read words, okay? It's just hard for me to read out loud. Group discussion where I can sit inconspicuously at the back of the room. To be honest, I prefer my own company, reading a classic British novel curled up in a chair in the campus library, not sitting twitching nervously in a colossal glass and stone edifice. I roll my eyes at myself. Get a grip, Steele. Judging from the building, which is too clinical and modern, I guess Gray is in his 40s, fit, tan, and fair hair to match the rest of the personnel. Another elegant, flawlessly dressed blonde comes out of a large door to the right. What is it with all the immaculate blondes? It's like Stepford here. Taking a deep breath, I stand up.
Miss Steele?
The latest blonde asks.
Yes?
I croak and clear my throat.
Yes?
There, that sounded more confident.
Mr. Gray will see you in a moment. May I take your jacket?
Oh, please.
I struggle out of the jacket.
Have you been offered a refreshment?
No.
Oh dear, is blonde number 1 in trouble? Blonde number 2 frowns and eyes the young woman at the desk.
Would you like tea, coffee, or water?
She asks, turning her attention back to me.
A glass of water. Thank you.
I murmur.
Olivia, get her a glass of water.
Her voice is stern. Olivia scoots up and scurries to a door at the side of the foyer.
My apologies, Miss Steele. Olivia's no. Be seated.
Olivia returns with a glass of ice water.
Here you go, Miss Steele.
Thank you.
Blonde number 2 marches over to the large desk, her heels clicking and echoing on the sandstone floor. She sits down, and they both continue their work. Perhaps Mr. Gray insists on all his employees being blonde. I'm wondering idly if that's legal. When the office door opens... What? Oh! I paused because recently today on Tumblr in Action I saw a Tumblr user who said that Christian was African American, and they were complaining because they're like, it says his race in the book, he's African American, and they made him white in the movie. So I just read an African American man exits the office, and I was like, holy shit, were they right? But it wasn't him. So anyway, continuing on, good afternoon, ladies, he says as he departs through the sliding door.
Mr. Gray will see you now, Miss Steele.
Okay. Gathering up my backpack, I abandon my glass of water and make my way to the partially open door.
You don't need to knock, just go in.
I push open the door and stumble through, tripping over my own feet and falling headfirst into the office. Double crap, me and my 2 left feet. I'm on my hands and knees in the doorway to Mr. Gray's office, and gentle hands are around me helping me to stand. I'm so embarrassed. Damn my clumsiness. I have to steel myself to glance up. Holy cow, he's so young.
Miss Kavanagh?
I don't know what voice to give him. He should have like a more dusty voice than she does. I'm Christian Grey. Are you alright? He's young and attractive. Very attractive. He's tall, dressed in a gray suit and a white shirt and a black tie with unruly dark copper-colored hair and intense bright gray eyes that regard me shrewdly. It takes me a moment to find my voice.
Actually,
I thought someone was about to come in and I didn't want them to hear me reading 50 Shades. You know what? This is like 10 minutes already. I don't want to continue. So anyway, that's what happens in the first chapter. She meets him and, there's awkward dialogue and I'll continue it in another video. Wait, I lost my place already.